Peewee hockey. You are watching the Glacier Ice Arena, home of the Ice Dogs, for their Puck Cancer fundraiser. I thought it was going to be smoke. It's fireworks.
Isn't that cool?
Pretty cool thing, guys. Glacier Ice Arena doing it right. They're giving us 3 minutes to warm up, not 5. That's interesting. Probably because the game before us went long.
I'm going to let the other team.
Puck Cancer. They did a coach's game last night. Full 20 minutes, maybe full check, I don't know. But kind of a cool event for a fundraiser here with the Ice Dogs out of the Vernon Hills area. I gotta find a way to get above that balloon. That's gonna be annoying. All right, we're gonna try that. Heartbreaker Pregame against Blues. 4-3. Best we've played them. And I got a feeling we're going to face them again come playoff time. Book bag hit the net here. All right, so stats for the game, they're important. Dragons coming in 8-5 and 2, 19 points. We've got 5th place on lock right now, but a lot can change in the final few games. Most teams have about 5 games remaining. What my math tells me is that if Payson just fired a shot right off Johnson's dome. All right, my math tells me that we need a win or a loss from Hammond, and we're in the 8th seed. At the worst, we're in the 8th seed. 8th seed gets us in the playoffs. This is my math. This is just one hockey dad trying to crunch some numbers and figure some things out. Games to consider right now. So earlier from today, Pekin obviously dropped a heartbreaker to the Blues. The Hawks beat the Sabres. Hammond beat the Thunder 3-1. And a shocker. Last I checked, the Timberwolves were up on St. Jude 2-1. That's it for today's slot. Tomorrow, Sabres at Thunder for 2. Or actually, because it's a Chicago team and they don't travel, it's the Thunder up and the Sabres for 2. Ice Dogs versus Hammond for the first. Pekin at the Hawks. St. Jude versus the Huskies. Timberwolves at the Blues. Lots of hockey going on in the Central States Peewee Wide Division. This is where it starts to matter. Dragons will take a break for a tournament next weekend. We just got our tournament schedule. We'll have a game for you on Friday. No, Saturday morning. Saturday morning around 10:30. Then Sunday at 7 a.m. and Sunday at about 8 p.m. So about a 12-hour layover. Luckily, there's hotels to stay in, and there's plenty to do in St. Louis. I think there's a couple cowboy boot stores too, so we might have to do some shopping, Bree. Then the championship games are on Monday. There is a schedule for all of Pekin hockey. Mainz through the high school junior are in action tomorrow. I've got Mainz, I've got Squirts, I've got Peewees, I've got Bantams, I've got junior varsity through Pekin Hockey Club. Everybody down in the St. Louis area this weekend. There's a spreadsheet going to be passed around on the Pekin Hockey Facebook page. We'll have all the games updated as much as I can. Full tournament schedule as well. So if you're down in the St. Louis area and you want to catch a game, come on down. We got links to all the arenas. Lots of games over in Wentzville, Maryville, All-American, Fenton Forum, the Ice Zone. You know St. Louis well. So stay tuned. I know I saw the Mites have got a YouTube video. I know the Squirts do. Jeff Naxick are hooking you up. You know I'll be coming to you live. I think the Bantams got something too. So we'll try to get you as much action as we can. But before we get to St. Louis, we got to take care of business up here in Vernon Hills. We got the Ice Dogs coming to you. Opening lineup's going to have Wesley Johnson in net. He looks fired up, smacking the post. We got Sciortino, Lundy, and Stump. Stump getting the first goal against the Blues earlier. Defensively, I got Flynn and Minnie. And right off the bat, the Ice Dogs take the puck, get across the blue line, and fire one in. Minnie puts the pressure on defensively. Sciortino, he got himself a goal earlier in that game against the Blues. That first period, Dragons were up 2-1 before falling back in the second period. Stump putting some pressure there at the blue line, trying to get this worked out and get into the Ice Dog zone. Stump crosses in time, trying to put a move on, gets tripped up, no call there. Here comes Minnie. Minnie trying to throw this up towards Sciortino. Sciortino trying to slice one through there, get the needle through. Ice Dogs comfortable putting that right in there, and a quick shot. Wesley poked away, but didn't see the Ice Dog number one right in his grill. Lundy trying to fire this out towards Stump. Stump has edge there, but couldn't control that bouncing pass. Maybe with a bit of a stick lift. Sciortino going deep into the zone. Trying to wheel this around, uses the boards, and the glass goes all the way around, hits the net. They're not going to call that because it comes back into action. NHL maybe, but not at this level with Peewees. Ice Dogs cross back, 55 on the top circle. Brings it around, 21, going to catch this on the far side boards. Tries to send it in, and nice job with Minnie forcing that to a no shot. Same opening line for the first 3 minutes. Minnie's got himself an edge. He gets across one, trying to go in front. Cross the face of the Ice Dogs, number 38. Just couldn't get it to go across. Stump lets it fly, couldn't connect. Hodgkins on for Sciortino, Beach is on there for Flynn. Minnie will settle this down and look to dump it in deep. Minnie pass one, tries to send it over towards Stump. And 29 will collect this puck. Stump's gonna skate off. Looks like Jonah will get his first action. Dragons will be using 3 defensemen as Eli has to sit out for a suspension. You may remember not last Hammond game, but the Hammond before that, back before Christmas. Things got a little heated. Eli sat down. Surprisingly enough, though, there was no penalty call. But then magically, after the Dragons take it to Hammond in our hometown, we get a call, and all of a sudden, Eli's got a suspension. Now, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but that seems a little coincidental. And as Lucas says from Stranger Things, I don't believe in coincidences. 14 throws his stick in the air. 62 cross ice. 96 seconds shot. And what a save by Johnson. Doesn't even know he got it. Here comes Hodgkins mounting the offense. Doesn't get cross. He throws it around. No icing called. Hodgkins looking to come off. Sciortino going on. So we'll be staying without a defenseman. I think the 3-man rotation of Minnie, Flynn, and Beach will do just fine. Nice poke check there by Beach, coming out of nowhere, poking that out of nowhere. Number 1 with a shot, but goes into a block from Flynn. Flynn clears the zone with Lundy. Lundy putting some weak pressure there at the goal line. That's the center ice line, not goal. It's the other red line's the goal line. I know this stuff. Beach collides with an Ice Dog. Sciortino dangling around one. Outlet pass here towards Lundy. Lundy's got himself an edge. He's got Stump on the outside. Looking for a shot. Takes his shot. And a nice glove save by the Ice Dogs. Nice shot by Lundy, evening up the shots on net. 9:17 in the first period. Dragons and Ice Dogs tied at 0. Sciortino looking to take the draw. Stump sets up far center. Minnie behind him. Flynn on the opposite side. Flinny gets it. Minnie trying to get the shot, just couldn't connect. Can't catch the pass there. Hot off the stick of Flynn. Minnie sends it. Oh, and what a save by 35. Out towards, and we got off. It's okay. We're gonna get a switch to the defenseman. Looks like Beach will come on for Flynn. We got Beach and Minnie in the backfield. Stump, Sciortino, and Lundy across the top of your screen. Sciortino trying to take that and tie up his man. Beach takes it across the line, still has it, forehand side of his stick, looks to take a shot, oh, and just goes wide. That one you gotta call. Out of play, and we'll get the Hodgkins line on here. Hodgkins, Jonah, and Peewee. Ref wants the call over here. Shot came from the right-hand side. Jonah back to Minnie. Minnie feeds it through a couple players. Liam trying to center this back up in the air. Swatted by Jonah. Can't get it connected. Hodgkins trying to push this one through. And a nice job by the Ice Dogs forward on that one. No call on that one. Minnie gets steamrolled by 29. Beach trying to dangle through a couple. Nice moves there. Gonna outlet pass. Nope, keeps it. Comes back to Hodgkins. Hodgkins trying to get the one-timer to go. Can't quite connect. Beach coming around, looking to get a strong high shot. Goes behind the net. Leaving the back door wide open is the goalie for the Ice Dogs, but they are able to break this out. So far early in the period, Dragons doing a good job holding the offensive puck in the Zog zone. We'll call that the pound. Calling it in the pen. Here comes Hodgkins. He's going to work on the near-hand side. Screen set by Stripes and quickly swallowed up there by 29. Can't get a trip on an offensive player. Shot and a nice job there by the goalie. Hodgkins firing at the belly of 35, their goalie. Sciortino line's going to come on. Sciortino, Stump, and Lundy. Stump looks to take the center. He likes the center ice. We got Minnie and Flynn behind. Flynn over towards Minnie. Minnie catches this pass, lets it fly. Up in the air, swatted, can't quite get it. High stick, not called. Still loose, but they call her dead. Stump's got to remember, you got to get that stick down. You can't be swatting at it like a fly swatter. You got to keep it below, about parallel with your hips there, kid. Maybe shoulder length, I don't know. Hockey rules are weird. Ice Dogs mounting an offensive shot here. Minnie shuts it down, sends a cross ice pass over here towards Lundy. He gives way towards Flynn. Flynn collects around the goal line and tries to wheel this out. Loses it around the top of the circle. Minnie retreats to the crease. Lundy and Flynn working down low. Puck comes out. 91 looks to collect that. Lundy tries to put a good move on that. Just misses. Nice pass there by 91. Center and deep. Flynn trying to backhand it over towards Stump. Gets out in front. Here comes Sciortino. Sciortino gets it out of the zone. Gives it over towards Stump. Stump trying to find an angle. Gets tripped up. But no call there. Lundy crosses the ice. Looks to center and deep. Off the boards. And they'll get the forecheck start. Sciortino trying to get in the way. Off the skate of Stump. Minnie. No, that's Beach. They switched it up. Too many. And a freeze by the Dogs. So, interesting thing in the first 15 games for the Dogs. They're at a -2 goal differential. Dragons sitting at a +7. What's that mean? It means they, even with the wins, they're still giving up more goals than they allow. Where the opposite is true for the Dragons. Hopefully that plays well in Dragons' favor. Ice Dogs also one of the most penalized teams in Peewee White. Here comes Hodgkins. Gets the center shot and a nice save. Dragons piling on the shot. 6-1 advantage for the Dragons in the first period. Shot and another save there. He lets it go. I thought he froze it, but they're going to keep playing. Icing will be the call. Beach will collect and bring it down to the rest because that's the type of kid he is. Never mind, he left it there. .550 remaining in the first period. Hodgkins looking to get a shot. Gets it. Nice job. Hodgkins unassisted. A nice little backhand shimmy over the outstretched pads of the goalie. At the 5:44 mark of the first period, Dragons lead 1-0. They got to kill some time off of here. We'll get it back. Sciortino looking to take this back across the line. Gets past one, dangles across another. Sends a shot and a nice save there by the Ice Dogs. Lundy working on the near side boards, gives way to Sciortino. Sciortino, pass over to Stump. Stump can't connect on the shot. Oh, that was reminiscent of Liam and Hodgkins at the Thunder game. Beautiful setup. They'll get it next time, kid. The Ice Dogs gain the zone. Send a shot over and a nice glove save by Johnson. Johnson with a handy glove there. Looking like Jeter. Just casually sticks out the left hand, says, oh, look what I got here, dog. Sciortino, back to Flynn. Flynn keeps on near side boards. He's got Sciortino and Lundy working with him. Puck comes out. Sciortino's got it on the strong side of his stick. Tripped up there, no call. Dragons get a little bit of a break there. Comes out here, Minnie off the stick. 2-1-1's got it and buries it. Off the skate of Minnie. Finds its way on the 21 stick. And the Ice Dogs get back with and tie the game. Dragons look like they had the opportunity to clear the zone, but just an unfortunate bounce off the skate of Minnie. Winds up on 21 stick, and the Ice Dogs answer. 21 looks to dump this in deep. 29 first to collect it, looking for the wraparound, but Minnie's there to shut that down. Here comes 25. Stop short. No, that's number 5 trying the wraparound. Can't happen. And they get it. It looked like Johnson had that bottleneck, but it just snuck through the 5-hole. And within a couple of seconds, all of a sudden, Ice Dogs up 2-1. Puck back in the Dragon zone. Minnie collects, wraps around, looks to fire this out. Gets off the body of 21. Dupuis can't get the backhand enough action there to get it cleared out. Hodgkins looks to collect the puck. Looking to skate past 1. Tried to use the boards to get past 39. Wheel around here by 39. The Ice Dogs are able to capitalize. Hodgkins takes the puck, clears the zone, gets past one, leaves it back for Minnie. Minnie trying for a redemption shot there and gives it up to a 55, dumps it in deep, and they're happy to get a line change here. Line change! Beach gets out of the zone quickly, wheels around. Off the skate of Depew. Depew with a bit of a push gets away with that one. It might be that type of a game. Hodgkins, we got numbers 2-on-2 with Jonah right behind. Hodgkins gets around to one side, sends us back our pass, but nobody's behind. What are they going to call here? They aim it at Hodgkins. No penalty, just want him off the ice for some reason. It's interesting, I saw this earlier, there's no call, they just stopped the game. They get off the ice. Sciortino back to Flynn. Flynn lets the shot fly, and blocked up by 11. Beach will collect this, wheels back around. Goes in front of the net, stops, goes back behind the net. Gets one behind him. Nice action over here towards Lundy, gets two behind him. We got three total. They've got numbers, outward pass here towards Stump. Stump with no tape on his stick. I can see the sticker from here. Interesting option there, kid. Hope it pays off. Puck comes out towards the center zone here. Beach forcing it in towards the Ice Dog area. The Ice Dog zone, I should say. Stump trying to put some action on. Three defenders here for the Ice Dogs. Sciortino stops short. Sends the pass over here towards Flynn. Flynn on the near hand side. Switches the ice off of Lundy. Stump's got himself an edge but can't quite connect. Lundy trying to make this work out. Here comes 88. She gets across, top of the circle, sends a shot, and a nice save by Johnson. 88 sent a shot right at the belly. Johnson able to corral that. Line change will bring out Hodgkins' line, which is Jonah and Depew. Flynn and Minnie defensively. The Ice Dogs counter with 195-88, 34-24. See if you remember that. There will be a test after. Flynn trying to wheel this around. Stop short, comes back already the other way. Sees Jonah out here, trying to use the board to his advantage. Gets there and is able to clear the zone. Nice job by the Dragons. Here comes the Peewee. He's got Hodgkins to his left. Wheels back around, trying to center a shot. And right in front of the goalie face there. Minnie lets it fly. Hodgkins trying to wrap this up. And nice save once again by number 35, 73. I can't read from here. 35 for the goalie. .154 remaining. Dragons trail 2-1. Jonah trying to rip it back towards Minnie. Minnie catches the pass, sends a shot, bouncing in the air, and goes wide. Depew trying to force this one in towards the center, gets his shot. Outlet pass over here towards 88, but Minnie forces this wide, not able to gain entry into the zone. Just dancing on the blue line here, and they're happy to flip this into the corner. 88 will collect it. She works with Flynn. Flynn, outlet over towards Depew. Depew trying to put a move on. 28 does so and gets a burst of speed. Let's see what he can do to collect the puck back, and just can't connect back again. Nice job by the Ice Dogs. Hodgkins saves the blue line, sends it in deep, and the forecheck will have to get started for the Dragons. Ice Dogs, number 95, dumps this in deep, and they'll try to get a line change set up. Minnie wheels around. He's got Sciortino with him. Actually doesn't have him with him. He has him offsides with the call. Fresh set of skaters here. The Sciortino line comes on with Minnie and Beach behind him. 46 seconds left in the first period of action. Dragons trail 2-1. Sciortino sends that one rocking into the near side boards. Minnie collects, sends it across ice. Beach trying to push this out. He collects, going to keep it on the far side. Sends it towards Sciortino. Sciortino crosses the line. He's still deep in. Stump trying to send it in there off the spot. I think got caught a stick, then ricocheted up into the mask of Sciortino. 30 seconds. Sciortino with a nice face-off draw, and Beach will send this in. Lundy should be the first one to it. Can he settle the puck down? Minnie holds the line. Looks to send it in. Sciortino steps up center ice, gets past one. Backhand attempt. Secondary shot, and Sciortino gets it. I think Sciortino had 3 shots on that one. And before the end of the first period, the Dragons get back within 0 goals. They're tied. Words are tough. We're going to keep the Sciortino line, but switch the defenseman. Minnie's out. Flynn is on. Sciortino looks to take the draw. Sends it up towards Beach. Lundy, he's got it. They got 10 seconds. They still got themselves a shot to get a goal here. Stump wins the race. Can he get the shot? Oh, what a chance there. Flynn with a last-second shot. Oh! The buzzer beater denied. What a save by 35. At the end of one, it's like we didn't even play any hockey, but 13 minutes are gone because it's 2-2, and that's a tie game. Shots on net favor the Dragons, 12-5. And so far, pretty clean game in that no one has been to the sin bin. Another reminder, we've got fundraiser coming your way. Do you like beef? Where's the beef? We've got your beef. It's a Eureka meat locker processed quarter of a cow, which could be yours for 1 ticket. Don't like those odds? Give me $50 and I'll give you 3 tickets. That triples your chances. Find any Peewee hockey player or message me. Venmo and PayPal accepted. Do not have to be present to win, but the drawing will be January 24th. As I recall, that's also the time for the Squirts fundraiser up at Hy-Vee on Sheridan. Check the Paha Facebook page for more information. And always, we appreciate all the generous donations, all of the generosity shown by all of our fans from any age level. We put 13 minutes on the scoreboard. We switched the ice, and we're going to play another period of hockey. The Hodgkins line comes on here. Hodgkins, Jonah, and Depew. Beach and Flynn defensively. Little disagreement between Depew and Jonah, figuring out who's going where. They get it settled. Hodgkins takes the draw and goes straight to Jonah. Jonah looking to dump this in deep. The forecheck for the Dragons, looking to get started. Want to keep this in the Dragon pound 4 as long as you can. Multiple shots. Hodgkins sends this out, and it's going to exit. Beach will corral this. Looks to send it back in. Trying to deke through a couple different players, and rattles all the way down. They wave off icing because they just want to keep this clock going, get back on schedule, I think. Hodgkins rifles this one around. Can't quite exit the zone. Nice save, Johnson. Minnie coming on for Beach. Hodgkins trying to force this out. Gets to 34, but Hodgkins gets a nice block. Flynn working on the far side boards. Hodgkins gets wet. Good defensive work there by Hodgkins. Hodgkins gets the pass from Jonah. Depew will take this on the near side boards. Trying to get around one. Can't quite get there. 34 putting up a good fight. Hodgkins pokes this one away. Depew falls down, blows a tire, gets back up, and here comes Hodgkins. Somebody get to the net. Hodgkins looks to take away the exit for 88, 78, 38, some sort of 8. Minnie, good job there forcing that one back in. But 34 is able to exit the zone. Nice poke check there by Minnie. Gives way towards Depew. 62 with the shoulder into the boards. Depew, I think, is laying on top of the puck. Comes out. Minnie switches the ice. Gives it away to Hodgkins. They cross in time. Hodgkins picks it up in stride. Stops short. Backhand pass over towards Jonah, but couldn't get through the defenseman there for the Ice Dogs. 38 gains a set of speed, and it goes. Nice save there by Johnson. Pokes that one harmlessly into the boards. Minnie working an angle. Another nice save there by Johnson. We got Sciortino on with Lundy and Depew. Or is that Flynn? It is Sciortino, but that was Flynn working the angle. Here comes Sciortino. He's got past one. He's got himself center ice angle. Sends a shot, and a nice save by the goalie for the Ice Dogs. Depew, Lundy, and Sciortino working. Lundy and Sciortino in the corner. Beach and Minnie back, and they're just trying everything they can to get this puck out. Lundy can't quite get it there. Depew trying to get in front of 88. Puck comes out. Ice Dogs do a good job exiting the zone, and here comes number 1. Minnie corrals at center ice, sends it back over here towards Depew. Depew trying to work it into the zone here. 95 with a little bit of a push there. Says, how's your mother? Sciortino with a flip. Nothing called there. Depew off, Sciortino on. No, that's Stump. I know my own kid. 38 crosses, that's offside. 88's on the line. I don't know what we're watching now. Minnie dangling around a couple, gets on the strong hand side. Gets across, still loose, shot! Oh, center back pass, comes up to Beach. Beach, top of the circle, can't get past. 88's getting away. Comes out, Stump is into that little slot. Sciortino, oh, they tried the opposite of what happened on the other side. And actually had the same outcome. That's a fair call to me. Beach took a heavy hit, but didn't have possession of the puck. Beach takes a little offense to what happened and is trying to get this worked out now. Couple of heavy shots so far and hits, and I think if the refs don't get this under control, it's going to get chippy. Stump gets this corral, sends it over towards Lundy. Oh, just off the offside. The outstretched stick of Sciortino. 21 gains the zone, but Beach is right in his face. Nice save by Johnson. Puck comes back around the net. 21 corrals. Whiffs on that pass, and Beach will collect. Gets past one. He's got 3 behind him. 55 gains back in. Here comes Lundy. Lundy gains the zone. Trying to send it off. Comes up. Sciortino takes this one away. Outlet pass towards Beach. Beach with a heavy shot. And a nice save by not Tortat, that's their goalie. Beach gets another shot. Sends it. And another save. Hodgkins line will head out. Silas and Wyatt still staying out defensively. 7:59 remaining in the second period. Hodgkins wins that faceoff, but the draw goes right to 29. Flynn turns to face his man. Shot goes behind. 21 gets the ricochet off the boards. Beach there to shut that down. And looks to outlet here towards Depew. Depew loses the puck in the scrum. Beach settles it down. Trying to angle this over towards Depew. 34 gets in front. And Jonah's got himself a chance to get this out cleared. First possession, get it out clear. Next time, try and get into the zone. And that's exactly what Jonah does. No trip, you don't have possession of the puck. Hodgkins, back to Flynn. Flynn with a shot. And a nice save. Come on. It's right in front of you. You can't touch it. Absolutely ridiculous. Ford just flat out punches one of our guys and gets nothing. Oh. Refs, it's gonna get chippy. I'm telling you now. The 7:04 mark. Minnie trying to work this out. Nice outlet pass over here towards Jonah. Dumped in, off. Hoosa, hoosa, hoosa. I got this. I got this. I do believe they're off on their own shots here. They're only getting credit for 8. I've got them with at least 11. Exit from Flynn. Over towards Lundy. 96 will collect this. He's got Minnie in his face. Lundy trying to clear his zone. Pass comes in here, and a nice save there by Johnson. Flynn out towards Stump. They wave off icing. They don't care about nothing. '96 can't handle the pass. Here comes Minnie. Minnie's got about 4 purple jerseys behind him. Trying to look to center. It's back out towards Stump. Stump with a shot. And a nice save. Flynn flips. That's short. No, that's Flynn. Flynn flips it up towards Stump. Stump loses his stick. 88 blows a tire. Lundy back towards Stump. Stump and Sciortino fighting for who's got the shot. Play the puck, kid. .34 crosses. Sticks fly. Flynn, outlet towards Stump. Trying to get this pass, but can't. Sciortino out. Trying to get this. This is just a weird set of time right now. Minnie trying to corral this out. Corral is probably not the right verb. Lundy has the puck. They cross in time. Lundy tries to flip this in. One trying to exit with 88. 88 cross-ice pass. Jonah finds the puck. Flips it in backhand. .95 and dumps this in. They'll get their forecheck going. Stump's off, and I think Jonah's on for him. Jonah and Peewee are on. Nice block there by Minnie, forcing this one wide. Misses the puck. Stick goes up and out of play. Thank you. Oddest thing I've ever seen. Here comes 90, gives way to Jonah. Jonah just got a stick from a fan. Jonah, cross-ice pass. Peewee trying to set this up. Shot. It's there. Oh, nice job, Peewee. What a weird set of time there. Liam shot from the goal line, awkward angle, kind of went behind him. Behind the goalie, off of her back, his or her back, I'm not sure. And dangles in there. Jonah loses his stick from an opponent just trying to do a stick lift and got a little carried away. Fan throws it back on the ice for him. Weird. Here comes Jonah. Jonah that's the Peewee trying to flip towards Jonah. They're both fighting kind of in here in the corner, trying to figure out who's going to come out with it. Beach comes out with it somehow. He goes towards the center ice, gives way towards Sciortino, but Sciortino doesn't know. Gets it back on the stick from 24. He's below the line. Shot! Oh! They've had a couple of those passes across the crease. And the first penalty of the game goes to 34. And the Dragon faithful let him know. They've honestly had a couple going their way. I think we both honestly had a few penalties here, but they just haven't called anything. They got to get the penalty up. There we go. 34 got the penalty. Stick. Hodgkins falls down. Puck's behind the goal line. Beach steps up, looking to send this back in towards Lundy. Lundy over towards Flynn. Nice movement of the puck. Shot goes in. It's still loose. Nice first save there, and another shot. It's still loose. Why are you allowing this? I don't get it. Protect your goalie, I get that. But you're just pushing and shoving after the whistle. And the goalie gets into it, starts pushing. Hodgkins back to Beach. Beach lets it fly. Off the body. Hodgkins still has it. It's still loose. The penalty kill for the Ice Dogs, worst in the league. They've allowed at least 6 goals per what I can tell on the site. Assuming that's all correct. Beach, top of the circle. Oh, and he misses that one. Nice job by 88. Shot, goal, Beach! And they allow another power play goal. This one, too, unassisted Silas. Beach. That'll kill the penalty. Dragons offense looking alive right now. Sciortino line, Lundy, Stump, along with Flynn and Minnie defensively. One putting some pressure on the puck. Stump trying to get a burst of speed going. Minnie gets caught up with 88. Puck on the near side boards. 88 comes out with a trying centering pass off the skate or shins of Sciortino. 88 looking for an outlet pass. Can't get there. Puck clears the zone. Stump will put some pressure on. Can't get the pass intercepted here. Puck goes into the zone. Stump gives chase. He'll stay on the near hand side. Stump's put right on the puck. Nice job, boy. Comes out towards Minnie. Minnie retreats back to defensive positioning. Nice job forcing this wide. Stump finally clears the zone. Ice Dogs gain entry. They got Minnie in his face. Shot never happens. Nice job defense for not allowing that shot. The defense on that one was Minnie, Lundy, and Sciortino. Outlet here. Minnie to Sciortino. Sciortino gains entry into the zone. One trying to hold this one and break it out. And Flynn retreats. Outlet pass blocked by Lundy. Nice job. One gains entry in the zone. He's on the far hand side. Loses the puck. Sends it back. Gains it back around the goal line. Shot. Save Johnson. And here comes Minnie. It's a 3-on-1 breakout. Minnie's got the edge. He goes to the front. Boys crash the net. Secondary shot. Tempers flare. It's hockey. 46 seconds left in the second period. It's been a hot one, folks. I'm surprised the ice ain't melted yet. Ref having words with Gale. Hodgkins comes out with it center ice. He's got two. Brings a third defender with him. Ice Dog's trying to work this out on the near hand side. Beach steps up. Now he's got to retreat back to defensive position, but Jonah's there to help out, lend a hand. Nice job of the forwards being able to get in defensive positionings here. That's good teamwork by the Dragons. Puck movement by the Dragons working out here. Hodgkins on the backhand side of his stick, trying to work this thing around. Depew loses it. Beach comes out with it. Gives way to Jonah. Oh, Jonah, that's off. They missed that. That's okay, I guess. I get the feeling at times that some of these refs have never watched a hockey game. Nice little goalie handshake there at center ice between Johnson and 35. 13 minutes on the board. We got the third period ready to start. I want to let you guys know I did get the birth certificate. I went and asked the coach for 56's birth certificate, and this is what I got. So, it's legit. The kid is 12. So, there you go. For everybody wondering, I know I was. He's 12. If you're in the Pekin area, we want to welcome you to the Pekin Veterans Memorial Arena tomorrow at 9 a.m. as the Bantams get a home game. Who are they facing? I don't know. What's their record? I don't know. But it's a home game in lovely Pekin, Illinois, and we'd love to have you there. They've got a second game later on in the day. When? I don't know. But I bet if you check the Pekin Facebook page, Haha will tell you exactly when that game is, as well as all your highlights and news for Pekin Hockey. Pekin Facebook page. Haha, Pekin Amateur Hockey Association. Haha, Facebook page. All right, the Sciortino line comes out. Stump at the top, Lundy at the bottom. Flynn and Beach behind. 13 minutes on the board. Let's get it going. I don't understand this. Beach collects the puck. 55, trying to get around, can't. Beach has got him. He's got three behind him. He's got Stump and Sciortino with him. Some speedsters on the ice. Beach gets the edge on the near-hand side, trying to set up his shot and pass. Cross-ice pass towards Flynn. Nice catch. Sends the shot over here towards Sciortino. Sciortino can't get the shot. Stump gets the shot. Goal! Beach, Flynn, Sciortino. Stump buries it. 12:05 in the third period. Dragons extend the lead 4-2. Hodgkins line is on. Hodgkins wins the faceoff. Been doing a tremendous job with that, by the way, since taking over center about 5 to 7 games ago. Many gains the line, sends a shot. Nice save there by the goalie. think I forgot to put the score on there. Hodgkins behind the bunt. Sends a shot. Jonah trying to hold this puck in. And number 1 collects it. He's got a beat on 9. He takes the far side boards. But a nice poke check there by Flynn. Denies the entry shot. Hodgkins collects. But like I was saying, Hodgkins been doing a great job winning those face-off draws since taking over. Early on, that's a tough thing to learn there. For me, that was 2 sticks tangled up. Could you call that a hold? Possibly. But looking at that, it's 2 sticks just tangled up. Both players kind of holding on to each other for dear life. Like Jack and Rose, except for neither let go. For real. Here comes Hodgkins. Hodgkins exits his zone. Nice pass off the boards to himself. Gains possession of the puck. Throws it back to himself. He was offside because he was across the blue line. Dumped it back into himself, but we're not calling that. Ice Dog trying to exit. 88 sends up. Mini knifes through a couple and sends it deep into the zone. Nice bounce off air. Hodgkins with a quick shot. Oh, what a save. .95 battling with Depew down below the goal line. Another shoulder there by the Ice Dogs. Not happening there. Hodgkins is too strong. That boy is man strong. I hear he works out at Titan Fitness. Here comes number 1. They've got numbers. Flynn takes the center, and one goes over the shoulder of Johnson. Flynn had to choose his battle. Does he go for the outlet man, or does he take the ball straight on? He chose the other. One buries it. Well, we're still up 5-3 with 10 minutes remaining. Sciortino, Lundy, and Stump out there. Puck draw and just kind of stays center ice. It must have froze there. Mini has it on his stick, trying to knife through a couple defenders. Gives way to Sciortino. Sciortino, center ice, trying to send this forward. There's the camera. You guys can see now. Mini sends a shot, bumbling, tumbling. Is it or is it not? Nope, nope. That's okay. Never crossed the line. Mini sends a shot and another nice save. Keep firing, kid. .927, Dragons up 5-3. Third period up here at the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills. Puck comes out. Mini misses that one. A nice face-off win by Sciortino. Mini will collect the puck because they're definitely not going to ice it. He stops short. Outlet pass towards Lundy. They clear the zone. Pressure on the puck. Sciortino and Lundy trying to force this deep into the zone. Flipped up and out. They let it play. Stump trying to get there first. Tries to whack at this to send it back towards Lundy, who was near the crease. Couldn't quite get enough on that one. They get the entry into the zone. Outlet pass towards 62. 62 feeds it right to Lundy. Lundy with a sweet pass over here towards Stump. Stump plays off the boards. Sends a pass over here towards Sciortino. Sciortino can't handle it. Just a hair behind him. And somehow, boys, I think they get confused on who has the puck. Nice dump off by Sciortino over towards Mini. Stump with a secondary shot. Beach, Mini, Lundy, Sciortino, Stump trying to get this puck back on the strong hand side for us. Or on the offensive side, I should say. Mini with a nice move past one. Outlet over here towards Stump side. Beach gains the puck, gives it up towards Lundy. They've got 2 behind. Outlet pass from Lundy. He could feel the breath behind him. Beach trying to knife through a couple. Gives way, retreats back to his defensive position, holding that blue line. Sciortino gets the puck, tries to flip it over towards Stump. Stump collects. He's got the top of the circle. Sends his shot. Oh, he went Creed higher. Can you take me higher? Beach gains his own. He's got Stump to the right. Lundy to the left. Sciortino to the left. Shot from Beach. Oh, what a nice shot, Beachy boy. And somehow they get the goal. I missed. I was looking at the other thing, trying to add the shot. I don't know who got that one. 7:38 mark. Payson with the goal. I'll have to check the score sheet there to see if they had the hat trick for Sciortino. I know I got a little view over here from Peewee, thinking they might have had the hattie. What I've got, though, is Hodgkins with one, Liam with another, Beach, Stump, and Sciortino. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll have to go back, look at the video, and see if I misspoke at some point. 29 gains the zone. Trying to dangle around Hodgkins. Hodgkins gives his best USA gymnast from about 2 years ago unimpressed look. Peewee clears the zone. Nice work by Peewee. Jonah finishes the work and sends this one into the Ice Dog zone. Nice save by Johnson. Sciortino between the legs, dumps it out. Now they put a burst of speed on here. It'll slow down. No icing. They weren't going to call it anyway. Hodgkins, you can hear him yelling down here. Sciortino wanting to get another one. Trying to use the boards on Beach. Doesn't work, but they do get the exit. And they've got numbers. Oh. Nice save, Johnson. Oh, Flynn whiffs on that one. He wishes he had back. Still poking at it. It's loose. And Beach able to collect behind the goal line. We'll give him a shot or two. Why not? Johnson wasn't there. Would have gone in. Beach denies entry. Steps up, gets him in a line change, knives through one, pushes another down. 29. Shot goes wide. Just off the crossbar. That beat a post. Flynn exits the zone. Burst of speed. He's got Stump behind him. That's Flynn running right into him. And they both fall down. Couple of trains out there. Manny steps up defensively because he's got help behind him, trying to poke that back into the zone, but just couldn't make it happen. Flynn and Sciortino look back at each other talking. Flynn gives way to Sciortino. Sciortino will backflip that. 88 steps up, but stopped by Stump. Nice outlet here by, looks like Flynn over towards Stump. Manny with the backhand flip. Stump trying to put some pressure on here. 88 will get it across the blue line. Center and pass, 95, can't get the shot. Nice job, Manny forcing that wide. 4:28 remaining. Sciortino gives way to Stump. Stump's got one to beat right in front of him. Uses the board, gets past him. He's got Lundy with him. They cross in time. Stump trying with the backhand over towards Lundy. Nothing happening there. 4:11 remaining in the game. It's tied up. That's fine with us. Lundy comes out with it. Gives way towards Beach. Can't get it on the strong hand side of his stick. Backhand will work then. Lundy steps up, sends it up in the air. Settled down by the Ice Dogs. Minnie collects this one. Lets her rip. It's still loose. Sciortino. Oh, it goes off the post. Can't quite get there. Stump lets it fly again. It's still loose. What a shot opportunity there for the Dragons. Poke check there by Beach. 95 trips over the circle. Outlet pass here. Stump's got one to beat. What can he do? He gets an angle. Can he get it back on the strong hand side of his stick? Backhand flip. Oh, it goes behind. Will putting some pressure on the near hand side. Sciortino steps up. He's got the hook of the sticks resting on his shoulders. Myles getting some encouragement from the coach. Get your butt in there. A little dad flair on that one. Beach steps up, knowing he's got Mania behind him. One. Gets the puck. Beach collects behind the goal line, 88. Dangles around her. One behind. He's got Stump out in front. Keeps the puck, still gets behind. Nice staying on the strong hand side, being slashed at. Backhand flip, and oh, I thought it went in. Poked over towards Stump. Stump can't collect on the backhand. Fighting for the puck on the near side boards. Hodgkins comes out with it, tries to get towards center ice. Dangles around one. Shot, nice save. Stump and Hodgkins. Coach calling for Stump to come off. Beach just says, okay, I'll just dangle around a couple. Gets away towards Jonah. Jonah doesn't know where it's at. Sends it in deep. Liam's on in the Hodgkin line. Mini collects, tries to send this in. Ties it up. Gets an angle. Nice outlet over here towards Jonah. Jonah's got all the ice in the world out in front of him. Stops. Trying to set this up, but off of 65, or one of their players with a number that looks like a 5. Puck goes off the boards. Whiff of a pass. Depew comes up with it, looking for a backhand over towards Jonah. Can't connect. Mini collects it at the blue line, sends this one in. Hodgkins with a backhand. Goal. I think I got Hodgkins with the goal. We'll look for assists after the game. Make sure I got the scores right. But so far, Hodgkins, Sciortino, Depew, Beach, Stump, Sciortino, Hodgkins. Hodgkins line still out there for the last minute. Flynn over towards Beach, back towards Flynn. Flynn collects, looking to wheel things around, sends it back. 29 will collect at the bottom of the circle. Nice passing from the Dogs. 34 steps up, rifles one there, and just goes wide. Depew gets positioning. Still on his stick. Gets over towards Hodgkins. Hodgkins off the skate. Crosses in time. Oh, and the defense for the Dogs pushes that away. 37 seconds remain. Dragons up 7-3. I got to get the score set up on here. They cross in time. Puck is dumped in deep. Forecheck set up for the Dogs. Centering pass, but Beach is there to collect. Flips it over towards Depew. Depew trying to help exit this past center ice. And Depew has an outlet, but can't get the stick off the body of 91. Hodgkins dumps this in. 7 seconds remain. That should do it for the game. Dragons come into the Glacier Ice Arena, come out victorious. 7-3 dub. And I believe secure their spot in the playoffs. They mob Johnson. Good game of hockey for the Dragons. Tune in tomorrow around heck, I don't remember what time it is. I know I gotta leave around 10, so it's probably about 2.5 hours. I'll say like 1, 2 o'clock tomorrow, I think, is the game, as we take on the Hawks and Darren. We'll see you at Wally's, and go Bears!